The Liquid Shape Podcast with your host, Cody Perez.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 32 of the Liquid Shape Podcast with your hosts, Cody Perez,
Mariah, Taz, and Lorenzo.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, people? We have a short episode for you today because I don't have a guest. I'm always looking for guests. So if you have not been on the Liquid Shape Podcast and you have a story to tell, whether that's something of your ups and downs in life, your business, a new venture, just something interesting that people can connect with, make sure and reach out to me. Send me an email, theliquidshapepodcast@gmail.com. I love having new people on there and having discussions and sharing what's going on with you or what you've experienced, and hoping that our listeners will gain something from it that they can utilize.
Yeah.
So with that said, we'll go ahead and get right into it. How's your week been? Last time we were on, I think it was right before I left for California. So that's how far back it's been.
Oh, wow. It's been good.
It's been good. What did you do when I was gone?
Worked.
You worked?
Well, I guess that was the weekend. I don't know what I do last weekend.
Well, you went to your best friend's
Friday,
house.
Sad. That sucked.
Sad.
Saturday was the pool party. Voice. I don't really remember what else I did, to be honest.
I remember more what you did than you do.
Because today was a very emotional day.
Yeah, we had a long day today.
I don't know a week ago. Sorry.
We had a long day today. A very, very long day. Long weekend, I feel like, in a weird way, but it was just. So, of course, I went on the road. We had a short run that we did with American Overdose. We ended up going to Redding, California. Badass show. Great time. Amazing crowd. Cool people. Heather, the sound person at the venue at the Dip. She's from Portland, and we worked with her in the past. She was infamously known as a great live sound, what do you call them? Engineer.
Yeah.
At the Ash Street Saloon. So it was really great to see her, and she did amazing with our sound. Like we sounded great, and the crowd went crazy for us. Sold a bunch of merch.
Yeah.
Took a lot of pictures. I saw an old buddy of ours. Shout out to Trevor. Two Gun. He showed up and came by for a little bit. I hadn't seen him since like 2013, so that was awesome seeing him. And yeah, we had a blast. The next night, we traveled down to Sonora, California, to play the Black Bomb Metal Fest, which was awesome. A bunch of killer bands on the bill, and we headlined. And there was two different stages. There was the main stage that we played, and then they had a secondary stage and then another portion of the property. And we just had a blast, man. There was I think there was like over 300 people there total throughout the day. By the end of the night, people started trickling out, and I was really worried that no one was going to be there for us. I literally thought we were going to play for like nobody. But we ended up turning out to have there was probably like 50 to 70 something people there, roughly, about for our set in the area. And it's like a big like pavilion style type of place. So even if you have 50 or even if you had 100 or 200 people in there, it'd look empty because it's
so big.
But
that's what she said.
We had a blast. Our buddy Torin, who's on Time Bomb, shout out to Torin. He was on the last podcast from last week.
That was a good pod.
Yeah, it was. I got a lot of good feedback about that. So great conversation with him. Check out episode 31 with Torin Blackman. But he came down there. He surprised us. He decided to go with us last minute. We invited him. He came down there. He performed Time Bomb and Genie with us, and it's awesome on stage. We have fun. Like we make it work with 3 vocalists on there in those songs, and the energy that he brings is a different energy, which I like, and people like it too. So Torrance always welcome to play with us live on Time Bomb, obviously, since he's a guest vocalist on that. And then Genie, I kind of want to do with Genie like I do, like Pantera did it like with Walk, where they'd have people come up on stage with them and a bunch of people just sing it with them.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be fun to do with Genie.
So
if you know the song, if you learn it, you can hop on stage with us and sing it. I think it's just a good way
I
to
feel like
get
it's
people
embedded
included.
in everybody's brain that was around during that time.
It is embedded. So if you listen to some of the
Whether
recordings,
you want it to be or not.
if you listen to some of the recordings from the live shows that we played, you can hear the crowd singing it a lot louder than what you can hear some of us sometimes
cool.
singing, which is cool. I love hearing that. I can hear them over my in-ear monitors that I'm wearing. So that part is awesome to see. But we had a good trip down there, man. It was really quick in and out, really no sleep. We had a shady night in Redding. So when we went down there, we were going to stay at this hotel that we found, and it was done through Priceline. And as soon as we get there, I go in there to check in. The front door manager, whatever, front desk manager, does an awesome job of hooking us up. He knew there's 5 of us because another set of us was staying at another hotel. Cad and Torin and B and Melinda were staying in another hotel down the road. So there was 5 of us. Me, Brassy, shout out to Brassy and Sam. They helped us. They went on the road, obviously, with us. Brassy always helps us with the band stuff or anything that's needed. And then Sam helped us with merch. And Pito and Brick. So we get in there, or I get in there, and the manager hooks us up with a room for 5 people to sleep in. And as soon as I come back out to tell the good news to the guys, they're like, "Did you see what's just out there?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Look, there's this guy out there." And mind you, this is like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
There's a guy out there with a mask on, and he's got a big old metal bat, and he's just like going like this with his hand, and he's just like pacing back and forth like he's on something. And there's another guy like on a scooter riding around with a mask, and he's looking like he's looking around for something. I don't know what they were looking for, but I was like, I'm not going to leave the van parked out here at night and trust that it's not going to get broken into. And we have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of gear that we're not willing to even risk. So I go in and I tell the manager, I say, "Hey, this is not going to fly. You got this going on in your parking lot. You might want to look into this, but we're not staying here. It's just not going to happen." And he totally understands. He takes a look and he sees that, yeah. And he's like, basically, there's a lot of riffraff at those apartments that are right next door to the hotel. Since they started renting those out, they've got like people in trouble, and there's people that are causing trouble around the area. So he completely understood, refunded us. I'm dealing with some trouble with Priceline right now where they refunded the majority of it, but then refund the whole thing, even though the manager completely gave the refund. So I'm dealing with that. That's a nightmare, but
And their people are stupid.
they are very stupid.
I've
You heard me yelling at them.
I've never ordered through them, and I will never.
I never will either. I don't recommend anyone use Priceline or Expedia or any of those things to book hotels. If you use a third party, you really risk not getting your money back if something bad happens, or the customer service is just absolute garbage. I don't recommend
Well,
you do
because
it.
it's all outsourced out of country.
Yes. So you're not going to get the best
No.
customer service. So the next night, like I said, we went to Sonora, California, played. Right after we got done playing, we literally got off stage, met people, took pictures, whatnot, packed up, and we drove straight back to Oregon. Took us about 12 hours to get back. So we literally left about 11:30, and then we came in about 11:30, 12 into Salem. And we just drove straight through there, man. It was exhausting. It was tiring and fucking brutal, but we made the drive. And I was happy to be back home. It was nice being out there getting it done, but it was just as good to be back home and with the dogs and you and just in my comfort of my home.
Home's always
As
good.
Home's always what?
Good.
I am more of a homebody than I've ever been in my life. Now I don't.
I just get pissed off when I go outside.
People piss me off a lot. I have less patience for people. I have less patience for their bullshit, their rudeness, their fakeness, their just shitty and saltiness. I just don't deal with it. Don't get me going. Look at the boys.
I know.
Look at Tasmanian Devil. Look at him. He's all smiley. We just took them out on a dog walk right now.
So they're super amped up still.
They're amped up and going and
crazy.
happy. And Taz gets extremely excited when we take him out for a walk. Look at that smile. Smile for the camera, bud. Big smile. You can't smile when you're picking up his head. There he is. I love it.
It is.
Beautiful. That's a golden billion dollar fucking smile. He's so cute.
Oh,
I love my babies.
Thank you, honey.
I love my boys so much.
Thank you, honey.
So crazy busy week getting back into the routine. Even when you're gone for 2 days on the road, man, coming back home is like you feel so happy to be back. But at the same time, you prepared all week before, getting things in line to leave and making sure you didn't forget shit. And then you have to get back to home life and get everything straightened out here. Not only that, there's some things going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about right now that we'll soon be able to share. But just know this, guys, that bands out there, there's so much that goes into it. So please, 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 please buy merch, go to the shows, share the music. It doesn't cost you anything to share the music, to like the statuses, comment on the statuses, to watch the videos, to stream the music. It doesn't cost you anything to do any of that. What you can do above and beyond that, of course, is to buy merch and attend shows.
Yeah.
That there's so much stuff that goes on that bands do that you have no idea. And there's so many shady, fucked up people out there that are taking advantage of bands that do some fucked up things that I won't even go into right now. But just know that there's a lot of bad people out there that take advantage of bands. So anything you can do to help out the bands and the genres of music that you like and to support, I recommend that you do it. And I tell you this as a musician, as a musician and a music fan. Support, especially the underground bands, man. Like those are the bands that really need it, need the help, and need the encouragement. So this week was wild. What do we do today or yesterday? What do we do? Let's to start with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, how about Thursday? Thursday we went and saw a concert in the
Speaking of supporting.
parks at Happy Valley. Fleetwood Mac cover band called Taken by the Sky.
Great band. They did
They
great.
are awesome.
Sounded amazing.
The lead singer chick has like a twang in her voice like Stevie Nicks, so she killed it. You weren't even there, but do you agree?
We should have taken him. You deserve to go. Look at him. He's giving me the look like, Dad, don't fuck around. Look at that cute little smile. And Tasmania's got to steal the show too.
Yeah. So that was Thursday. I don't know. Friday, I had a half day because I got my hair done in the morning. Went down to Salem and got it done. Then what? Oh, I went and saw Judy, one of my best friends, for a minute. Then came home and worked the last half of the day from home.
Yesterday, we went to... What was that place we went to? The flower place.
Right. We went to the Swan Island Dahlia Farm in Canby. That place, oh my gosh, you should go. If you like flowers, if you're into that, you're in the area, it's definitely worth it to go. It doesn't cost anything to go. I mean, obviously they have like a whole shop and you can buy plants, you can buy fresh cut flowers, but I mean, it is gorgeous. And it was a nice day. It was supposed to be crappy and the sun came out, so that was exciting. But so did that with my best friend is in from Pittsburgh. Because unfortunately her grandma passed, and so today was the service, and then getting my friend's mom to move back to Pittsburgh with her. So a lot of stuff, but it was good to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long day today. We went to see your parents.
My parents,
got to spend some time with them. Then came back home. I did a podcast earlier that I'll be sharing here shortly. I think it's already live, but I was a part of the podcast. And we're getting ready for the new week.
Yeah.
For all my friends in the Portland area, American Overdose will be playing with Primer 55 October 3rd at the Twilight Cafe. It's a 21 plus show. Highly recommend you get your tickets. Another show that likely will sell out, I'm thinking, just because Primer 55 is on fire right now. So shout out to Bobby Burns and Joshua Toomey and the rest of the band. They're tearing it up, and I've been seeing them on TikTok a lot, like where it's even young kids that are like hardcore fucking sharing them. And
what's cool is all these young kids are like into bands from our generation.
The new metal.
Well, like that kid that came to your Salem show that wants to be a guitarist or whatever. So he was watching B. I was talking with him and stuff, and they're kind of talking about bands, and I'm like, what's who's your favorite band? Or I mean, like I know that's hard to answer. There's so many good ones, right? But I'm like, what are your top handful? Like who's your go-to? And the first thing this kid said was Deftones. I'm like, this kid's like 12, 13. I'm like, I love this. I love it and hate it all at the same time. It's funny. It's like I want to get defensive and like, what do you know about Deftones? But at the same time, I'm like, fuck yeah, Deftones lives on.
Well, imagine when you were that age, though. You get obsessed with the band and you look at everything. You look at like... Back then, you used to get all the magazines that had them in there.
Yeah.
You would look into like anything you could find out about your favorite artists and your bands, you would. And now that the information is so available, that now everything is out there, these kids probably like know freaking Chino's shoe size, like something weird like that. Like it's just, I can just imagine that, or maybe not. Maybe because the information is so available, people just don't, they're like, whatever, I can find out anything about anyone. I think the mystery is what made us so intrigued by these artists, because you'd see a magazine that would come out one month, let's say, we'll just use Deftones as an example, and they're wearing certain things on stage and whatnot. You're like, holy shit, they look cool as fuck.
I want to wear
and
that.
Then 3 months later, you see another magazine that comes out that has them in there, and they look completely like their hair's longer, or they did some new tattoos or whatever. And it's because you're not seeing the daily updates like you do now on social media. And who knows when that picture was taken and it finally went to print and whatnot. So you were always excited to go to a live show. Another thing I remember about live shows is that we never knew what the set list was. We never knew what it was going to be. Nowadays, you can simply just
Google it.
And it'll tell you what the set list is going to be. You're going to see what songs you're going to hear. So there's a lot
which I do love, because I'm the person that I don't know, maybe it's my OCD, but I'm like, I need to know what songs are being played so I can at least
compare.
Know the lyrics. I gotta sing along.
So you're not singing along like me, not knowing the lyrics.
I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I can't sit still, so I'm like, I can't just sit here and be like, I'm like, I need to be able to at least sing the chorus.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So it's cool to see the youth out there into the new metal. I will claim this till the day I die. I said that nu metal would come back, and that's why when American Overdose started, everyone told me I was an idiot for doing nu metal, that it was never gonna, it was dead, and it was long forgotten, it would never come back, and I was stupid for doing the masks. And now every freaking band is doing makeup and masks and nu
And they're
metal,
all
nu
bigger
metal
now than they were
influenced.
then.
Yeah,
Like
so
Deftones the biggest it's ever been.
I will keep claiming and claiming and claiming that American Overdose was a big part of the original motherfuckers that were on the way to make the retreat of nu metal and the mass and the theatrics and all that fucking shit. So fuck you if you don't agree. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Shit.
aggressive. I've been aggressive this week. Let's see.
Have you?
Yeah, my big old post that I made about
yeah,
fake
yeah.
ass fucking friends and fake
Yeah.
ass people. And those motherfuckers are probably watching this right now too, for all I know. Guaranteed. So let's go ahead and go to the question of the week. I know I'm aggressive.
It's fucking in my ear. Jeez.
Question of the week this week was, what's something you learned about people the hard way, speaking of fake ass people? Who taught you that lesson? Did it change how you trust people? Did it make you more guarded? Do you think the lesson was worth what it cost you? First, or should I go first?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will say, what's something you learned about people the hard way? I would say I learned that you need to pay attention to what people do and say, because both things will tell you, they'll tell you a lot more than what they're actually saying or what's coming out of their mouths, or they will tell you exactly what they do. So here's an example, and I'm sure everyone can relate to this. You have people in your life that will gossip and talk a lot of shit about everybody. Literally anyone you come around, they know this about this person, and that person did that, or they hate this person because of XYZ. So put yourself in a situation like that. I know that everyone out there knows someone, at least one person or two people like that, 3 people, whatever. Someone in your life is like that. Think about what that person does when you're not around. They have a story that they've put together in their head and how they portray you, and then how they see you, and then how when you're not around, they're doing the same exact thing to you that they're doing to other people. No matter how much they say they're a best friend or they care about you or whatnot, if you see people that act like that, trust that they are doing the same exact thing about you when you're not around. I promise you, I will put all of my money that I have in my bank accounts that is the case. There are people that do that, will continue. It always comes to light. Me, for example, people always tell me shit. They always eventually do it, whether it takes me a couple of weeks, couple of days, couple of months, couple of years. I always find out when people have been running their mouths about me. People seem to like to tell me because they know that I have no problem cutting people off. And I do. I will cut you the fuck off. There's something that you need to pay attention to with people, and that's that they will show you who they truly are. Watch how they treat their best friends. Watch how they treat their family members, their kids, whatever. Their actions will tell you everything you need to know about a person. And watch the people that try to act like they're so friendly and fake to your face. And if you get a gut instinct that they're like something else shitty, trust it. Trust that instinct, because I promise you that there's something. Yeah, you'll find something about them. Me, I consider myself a great friend. So if there's people talking shit about one of my friends that's not there to defend themselves, I will stop them and I will say, hey, I'm friends with that person. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. If you have something to say, go say it to them. Yeah. Or don't say it to me at all. I will cut it off. Go take it up with them. I don't want to hear it if we're friends. Now, if I don't know you, or if I am not friends with you or whatever, I don't care if someone wants to run in their mouth. I don't need to join in on that conversation. I could hear them out or whatever, or laugh at whatever. But if I'm actually friends with you, even if I'm semi-acquaintances, I don't like the shit talking. Now, I do enjoy shit talking back and forth, cracking jokes. That's different. When we're face to face, that is very different than when someone's not around to defend themselves and someone just running their mouth out of jealousy or bullshit. Women, but men do it too.
They do.
Men and women do it. It's just, it's fakeness. I fucking hate it.
Fucking bitch.
Yep.
It's like, whoa.
Happens all the time.
I keep my circle small.
And I've learned that people don't necessarily change. They say they do. They'll tell you they do. And there's a lot of the times they're still the same. They just get sneakier about what they do or what they say or what they're doing. When someone says they're changing and whatnot, I mean, you can give them the benefit of the doubt and trust them, but keep your guard up and know that it's very likely that they may not.
Yeah.
So there's that. Who taught you that lesson? I think just being around people in general. Like, so me, for example, I've closed my circle really, really, really small now. I don't really go out that much. I had a huge circle of friends. Like, I was hanging out with a lot of people, and I always wanted to be with the in crowd or having a lot of friends and big gatherings and that kind of shit. The bigger the gatherings you have, the more friends you have, the less real friends you really truly have, and the more drama that you're going to be around, because people are going to just be shitty, and they're going to try to take advantage of you and manipulate things and that kind of shit. So I think what's taught me that was trusting people too much and letting just about anyone into my circle. Now it's like, once you're out, you're fucking out, dude. You are dead to me. No more birthdays. No more going to your fucking birthdays. No more buying you gifts. No more inviting you to things. No more none of that shit. Like no more responding in general. Like if you are a piece of shit to me and I find out, I don't even need to make a scene about it. I'm just done. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Did it change how you trust people? Yes. Like I said, I just keep a small circle of friends now, and
small is better.
It's small is much better, but not only that, but it's like you appreciate your friendships more, and
they're more meaningful.
And if, like I said, again, it's even easier for me to manage. So if I find out that you're being shitty behind my back or whatever, you're out, and that's it. I don't need to deal with you anymore. Let's see. Do you think the lesson was worth what it cost you? Yeah, I would say so, because it's a life lesson. Everything that comes around your way, like who knows? Having my eyes open to this right now and the shittiness of other people has opened my eyes that there are a lot of bad people out there, like a lot. So don't trust people in general. Just don't trust so openly. I think that's what my problem was. I used to trust so much, and who knows, I could have ended up in a deadly situation trusting the wrong person. So now that my guard is up with friends that I thought were friends, I'm very, very, very careful about everything and what I say, how I say it, and what have you. So that's it for me.
Well,
let's hear from you.
All right. Well, okay. So, what's something I learned about people the hard way? I mean, I think it's just life. I think I don't have like necessarily one specific scenario. There's been many, but I think kind of piggybacking off you and what you said is being too trusting with people, especially people you don't know. So I think I always kind of did that, especially in my early 20s, just befriending people that I didn't really know just because, they were a good vibe. And of course, we
were drinking.
The club days. So it was hard because at least then, I don't know about so much now, but back then it's like a lot of my friends like were getting married and having kids like super young. So it's like, I'm like 21, 22. Most of my friends are married with kids. And I'm like, well, that's not what I'm trying to fucking do right now. I'm trying to fucking live my life and have fun. So then sometimes it just puts you in, at least for me, in a situation where it's like, well, that's what I want to be doing. So you kind of befriend people that you meet through friends out at the bar or whatnot. And it's like, oh, they want to do what I want to do. So, and they're a good vibe. Let's go. And then you finally kind of just get to a point where you're like, oh, they're actually not a good person for whatever reason. But yeah, I think it's just, especially with getting older too, it's just sad when you still see it in your 40s too, where people act like they're two-faced, really.
People act like they're still
friendly
in
high school,
in their 40s and older. Like, why?
Act like they're your friend, and then I don't know. My discernment is just maybe it's just being older too now, and just seeing the bullshit through people that I'm like I can pinpoint it, or if I'm just like something seems off, and then I'm like and then I can put the dots together, and I'm like, this is what's going on. Okay, well, we're done. Or you get that weird friendship where they're just very negative, talk shit about everybody, but then like Cody said, or to everybody's face is like, hey, oh my God, you look so good. And they walk away and it's instantly talk shit. Or just talking shit about people in the friend group that they hang out with all the time and are posting selfies with. Like, to me, that's so fucking weird.
That's weird.
Fucking weird.
It's fake as fuck.
Fake as fuck. Like, if I don't like you, you know I don't like you. Yeah. And I'm not going to be rude. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to be rude, but I'm definitely not going to be like, oh my God, hi. No, I'm not. I'm going to be like, hey, what's up? That's it. I'm not going to be fucking taking pictures with you, posting it on my fucking socials like, hey, look at us. No, fuck you. I don't care. So I think, yeah, there was, especially getting older.
Less tolerance for shit.
Less tolerance. And it's still sad, though, because then it's like, I mean, I guess one situation, if you have an issue with somebody, go fucking talk it out to their face instead of leaving them guessing. And then when you see them, you're treating them like shit too. I've seen that. And it's like, stop being cowards, people. If you have a fucking problem, talk, communicate, be adults. We're not fucking high school. If you have a problem, talk it out or back the fuck off. Be done. So there's that. What taught you that lesson? So life, did it change how you trust people? Absolutely. Kind of piggybacking off you again, keep smaller circle. It's like I have my set like best friends and they're amazing. And when I'm with them, it's just more of a genuine time. Like I don't know. It's weird because it's like a feeling of home. Like I'm so comfortable with them and we know each other so well. I mean, they're all so different from one another. That's what's great too. But I don't know. We just really go well. And it's just, I never have to wonder, like, how do I, like, there's not that moment of, I don't know what to say next, like, because they're just being weird. I've had that too, where someone's just talking shit about everybody in the room, even people they know, people they don't know. And I'm just like, how do I talk to you? With my set people, I'm like, it's not like that. I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And it doesn't feel forced. It just happens. So did it make you more guarded? I don't know about guarded because I don't think that's necessarily the best way to walk through life. I mean, yes, guarded to a point, but I think that's just being more aware and being more aware of who's around you and who you'll allow in your circle. Don't just let anybody because they're soul suckers. They can be soul suckers. Obviously, there's a lot of great people out there. There's a lot of shitty people out there. So you really have to be open to it, finding the good ones. And really, when you see a red flag, I mean, it's just like a fucking relationship, someone you're dating. If it's a red flag, fucking dump. Dump, be done, because it's probably not going to get better. I mean, have a conversation if you feel it's appropriate, because I think that is important. I mean, every situation is going to be different, right? Do you think the lesson was worth what it cost you? I don't know that it's really cost me anything. It's just made me more aware of what I want in my life. Like, I want positivity. I want good people, respectful people that are helpful and want to uplift others. If you're not happy too, go make yourself happy. Life's too short. That's my TED Talk. Thanks.
Life's too short to be miserable. I agree.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy and let other people that are happy be happy. Like, why tear somebody down for enjoying what they're doing? So, for example, this week I've taken down a couple of trolls that were trying to attack my band on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. It's like, if you are so miserable and you hate something, why do you give it the energy?
Right.
Why do you give it the time of day? Why do you go out there and have to leave you think you're that valuable and that important that you have to let the band know or let the artist know or whatever that it's shit? I was saying this on the last podcast I was on earlier today. I am from the generation that I love talking shit to people that talk shit to me. So if you talk shit to me, I'm going to go right back at you. I have fucking thick skin. A lot of these motherfuckers that are coming online are keyboard warriors that are from the generation below or younger or whatever. So they like to go on there because they don't think that anyone's going to say anything back to them. I'm not politically correct, and I have no fear in talking shit to your face or talking shit to you online, confronting you or any of that kind of shit. I have no problem with confrontation. I enjoy it. And so when people are like, well, why do you give the energy to the trolls? I'm like, the trolls and the haters are the fans of this generation. That truly is, because they're the ones that are giving you the attention. They're the ones that are helping your engagement on the algorithms on your posts for the algorithms to favor you in your posts. So yeah, I'm going to use that shit talking as content for me to make fun of you and talk shit to you, and also continue to be in the favors of the algorithm to help build my band, my brand, whatever. So that, just to answer anyone's question that has been asking, why do you give them the time of day? I think it's funny. I enjoy talking shit back to these people that are coming at me. I was taught from the very, very early stages of my life, if someone hits you, you fucking hit them back twice as hard to make sure they don't get the fuck back up. So I have no fucking mercy with these fucking people. You come at me, I'm going to come back at you. I put my all into this band. If you talk any kind of shit about my band, I will come after you. If you are a friend or a family member or friend, quote unquote, and you're talking shit about my band, you don't have to like my band. I don't even force anyone to listen to my band. But if you're actively talking shit about my band in any fucking way, shape, or form, you're dead to me. It's like talking shit about my kid if I had a kid. It's like talking shit about my mom. I would get pissed off at you. I'd be like, fuck you. I'm always going to defend my band. My band is always going to be first. And if you're a friend, like I said, you don't have to like the band. But if you're talking shit about my band in any way, shape, or form, make fun of it, talk any kind of shit about it, I'm going to take that shit personal.
Especially when you're saying it around others, obviously it's going to get back.
Yes. When you're talking shit to other people, it always gets back to me. Always, 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 always. So if you're a friend or a family member that runs your mouth about my band, just know I will cut you the fuck off as soon as I hear that you're talking shit about it. And that's just the way it fucking is. Because fuck you for being jealous and for being a fucking hater. With that being said, let's go to our comments for the question. I'm spicy because I get fired up. I don't like fakeness. Here's the thing. I value, especially now that I'm sober, I value my friendships more than I fucking ever have in my entire life. And when you are a shitty person and a shitty friend, just know that I don't put up with it anymore. I did when I was drinking. I'd be like, oh, whatever, but not anymore. If you run your fucking mouth about me, about my band, about my girlfriend, about my family, whatever, just know, fuck you, die, and I don't give a fuck. Plain and simple. All right. First comment comes in from Monty Chrisman, and he says, I learned when I got clean 23 years ago that you have to make that choice yourself. No one can make you get clean if you don't want it, not even prison. So if you're struggling, just know that you are better than any drug. And just so everyone knows, I was a person who did not want to see coming to your house. You did not want to see coming to your house. Life is so much better now, 100%. Monty, no, people still like to see me at their house because I was a party. But they didn't like it when I got to the extreme level. It's when I got to the fucking crazy level. But Monty, that's fucking awesome, dude. I am very proud of you. 23 years sober, man. And the fact that you recognize that you're a better person and that life is better, man. I love hearing that. I love a good story that tells someone that's made a big change in them. So keep going, Monty. I'm proud of you. Mariah's proud of you. The boys, look at Lorenzo smiling. He's proud of you. The boys are proud. So thanks for sharing, Monty. Cindy Wilson says, I'm being a kind, giving, caring person, have learned most people are not this way. And it seems like things have got more expensive and or harder to come by. People are more resistant. I've learned to expect nothing in return and to guard my heart in most circumstances. Yes, after working juvenile corrections for 22 years, I had to be more guarded, not to believe all I hear or am told. I wish I could be more trusting, but yes, this was a hard and sometimes emotionally painful. However, I've grown to whom I am because of it. Yeah, I mean, it's draining, and you're right. Don't always go by. Sometimes you just have to consider everything.
Yeah.
You should consider everything and then consider the sources. In my cases, I trust a lot of my sources because my sources are very truthful. Like they tell you the shit that they shouldn't be telling people, but they do anyways. I love it.
And then you got to be careful too. Like I think this is like a lesson of life. Like we're all, maybe not all, but a lot of us, I know I was very naive when I was younger, and just that is how you get used. So
yeah, people like to use you until you wake up and you call them on their bullshit, and until you are more guarded or whatever you want to call it. At that point, they're like, all right, well, fuck this. I can't take advantage of this person anymore. I'm going to go somewhere else where I can take advantage. It's like the people that go and borrow money from everybody. And then once you burn that bridge, they know not to come to you anymore, but they start borrowing from people that don't know any better. And they just burn bridges everywhere. And that's fucking horrible. That's just no way to live. Cody Wayne says, I learned that my baby mama, Melissa, earned her nickname from me, Malicious, because my son and daughter act differently when she's not around. Well, yeah, that's not good. I'd be asking questions of the kids and being like, what's going on? What is really being said? What's being done? That's not a good thing. I'm so glad that I don't have kids for that main reason, because I know that if I had kids, it would probably be with someone that I'm no longer with. Not saying that any of my exes were qualified for having my kids, because they weren't. But if I did have kids, they probably would have been, eventually we would have split. Just that's the way I look at it. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's the reality of life. And who knows what.
And to me, that was too big of a risk to take. I'm like, because you're stuck with that fucking person, not just for 18 years, for life.
Mm-hmm. You have to see them at graduations, weddings, like funerals, whatever. No thanks.
Garbage. When I'm done, I'm done.
Yep. And then Darren Eric Irvin says, that common sense is not common. Yes, sir. I agree. It definitely is not. It is scary, especially like I feel like the younger generation is even worse about it. They don't know common sense. And sorry to the younger people that are on here. I'm not trying to be a dick, but yeah, your generation needs a lot of help.
Well, I think a lot of it too, they were raised a lot differently than we were.
They were raised by fucking millennials, unfortunately.
Well, we had this conversation the other day. It's like, I think because most, like, I think Gen X and like millennials, I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me, I'm like, I was a latchkey kid for sure. I was an only child. So it's like, I was always to myself and like raising myself, and my parents were always working, or so they weren't involved in like my sports or like whatever I was doing or around, except for in the evenings. And then it's like they made, then it was dinner, and then they were pretty much passed out because they were tired. And so, or there was a lot of distance or unfortunate like verbal abuse and stuff like that. So then I feel like a lot of millennials were like, well, I'm not going to be like my parents.
They're like hooked onto their fucking kids.
They hooked onto their kids. And then now it's like you have these like
coddled little shits.
And it's like, I'm sorry, they need a little bit of a backhand, man.
They need to be spanked, slapped, whatever the fuck, and taught some fucking respect. Honestly, that's just my 2 cents.
I feel right. If your kids don't fear you a little bit, that's not good.
You're not a good parent. That's my personal 2 cents.
Yeah.
They should fear you.
Your kids are running all over you, and they're going to be shit people. And then speaking as an HR person, they're coming into the fucking workplace. Why is this happening?
I'm getting bullied.
Google the definition of bullying before you start saying that.
Yeah. All right. Kirsten Bourne says that monsters truly do exist and they look just like everyone else. Good and kind people are hard to find because they aren't loud and boisterous, so they become lost in the cacophony of idiots and miscreants who would like nothing more than to take what you have and destroy it. It's difficult not to slip into being misanthropic and avoid everyone. I constantly remind myself that I love people. I just don't like them very much. I agree.
Karis, you always have the best.
We were just talking about that. I like to go out in public sometimes and get out just to like get my social fucking demon spirits, whatever, out. Yeah. But then I'm quickly like reminded like, oh, I'm so much better at home. I want to go be home with my boys and my girl and in my comfort of my own place and away from like shitty, stupid people that are just inconsiderate fucking pricks.
That's why I hate the grocery store, because it's like anything goes out the window. It's like just a free-for-all, it feels like. Yeah. People have no manners. There's no one's courteous, common sense, nothing. It's like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah. So
like, I want to, and I'm not a fighting person. Like, I'm not that type of person, but take me in a grocery store and someone doesn't say excuse me and reaches over my face like this to
or has their cart in the middle,
I'm gonna fucking punch you right in the fucking throat.
When they have the cart right in the middle of the fucking aisle, and then they're also blocking the aisle with their fat ass, just like, oh my god, fuck you.
That's why I hate then you're like, you don't go to the grocery store. Fuck.
Look what you started, Curious. Just kidding.
It's Ranting Sunday.
Ranting Sunday. All right, and the last one comes in from Courtney Lashever. I'll let you read it. I've been reading a lot.
Well, look at you go. I know. Courtney says, I learned that not everyone is worthy of a second chance. I used to be friends with this woman that was friends with my sister. I stopped talking to her years ago and didn't know the reason why. I reconnected with her before my mom passed away last April, and right before my mom passed, I started to see this woman's true colors. She's a very messed up person who had a really bad upbringing, and she's supposedly in therapy. She's engaged to this guy, and it seems like she will find any excuse to do bad things and then relish in the self-pity and sympathy from others. She's also a very jealous person as well. At my mom's wake, she got ticked off because my sister was talking more to her former coworkers who came to pay their respects, and in a snit, she left. She then blew up my sister's phone, asking her what happened between them years ago and why the friendship ended. That answered my sister because these messages came while we were still at our mother's wake. I also had found out this woman is two-faced and will feed into others for her own personal gain. That was the last straw for me, and I cut her off completely. In conclusion, not everyone is worthy of a second chance. If someone screws you over, chances are they're going to do it again to you, and again, but way worse. Also, those who love to inflict pain on others need to take responsibility for their actions and atone in quiet. Let the actions speak for themselves, not words. I agree.
I 100% agree. Yeah, like what sucks is when you care about someone a lot and you want to give them a second chance, but you're right. Yeah. A lot of the times they're going to screw you over. They're just going to be better about how they hide it and how they sneak about it. Like,
well, and like how she mentioned too, this gal had a bad upbringing, so I think it's easy for people to have empathy for someone. Like, oh, that must have been hard.
Justify it.
That is probably why she is the way she is, but she's getting therapy, blah blah blah. And it's like, well, you would hope.
Hurt people.
Hurt people. And if you're hurt, you don't have to stay hurt forever. You can break the cycle.
And here's my thing: I've been through some shit that, like, I've shared some of it. There's other things I haven't shared. But I don't use that as an excuse. And I know not everyone's the same, but I don't use that as an excuse to take it out on others and make it okay. If I do something wrong, I know I did something wrong and I hold myself accountable to it. Yes. And I'm like, fuck, I can't be doing that. That's not right. Or this is, I want to change it.
Yeah.
But well, and you can't hold on to shit like that and then be like, well, you know what? It was done to me, so I need to do it to other people.
Do it to others.
You should know better. You should know even more how it feels to the point where you're like, you know what? I don't want to be that person. I don't want to do that to somebody else. I don't want somebody else to feel like that. Like, I think that's very, very, very selfish for someone to know the pain and understand the pain because it's been done to them, that now they want to take it on somebody else and do it to somebody else. That's not fucking right.
No, and it's fucking weird.
No.
Stop being weird.
Yeah.
Like that weird. Be a good weird. Be a Mariah weird.
Sure. With that
Be a
said,
Taz and Lorenzo weird. How about that?
yeah,
That's better.
Tasmanian weird. He smiles.
He said, yeah.
All right, guys. Like I said, short episode. That's the end of this week's podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Spread the word. If you or someone you know should be on the podcast, have them email me at theliquidshapepodcast@gmail.com and let's get it scheduled. A shout out to our monetary contributor, our number one guy, King John. We're always looking for more people, so please, if you can, $1, $2, $3, $5, $10 a month, whatever, support the podcast because it costs money to do this shit.
And we love having you.
And we love having you motherfuckers on here.
This is fun.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you all for contributing to the question of the week. I hope that this week is fucking awesome. Be authentic, be real, do what's right out there. Don't hurt fucking people. Be a great friend. Be a good family member. Be a good brother, sister.
And put a fucking smile on your face. You have a great smile. Do it.
So you guys have a great rest of your week.
Love you. Bye.
Be sure to find us on all social media platforms, follow and subscribe.